Okay, so I'm going to do this all in one cut. I just want to show you guys my flow I'm using. So we're about 4 to 6 gallons a minute right now. You can see in that hose. I'm going to go ahead and throw that back in there to drain. And my hose, you can see, goes along the floor and comes up to this benchtop unit. It's gonna, incoming's right there, and my outgoing flow will be right there. Alrighty, so this is the 3-point mineral injection system, and I'm just going to do a quick overview of how everything is working and the injection ports. Just fair warning, I'm still waiting on a couple parts for this guy. So my outgoing TDS and my pH is not hooked up. Usually that'll sit about right here. You can see the sensors are pre-wired, ready to go. And we got our concentrate mineral refill solenoids down there. You can see I'm going to be injecting some potassium chloride into the system. And there's the control panel. Alrighty, so you can see just by a quick glance, my outgoing TDS is at 0. My incoming TDS is 158. After my first injection, we're at 200. Second injection, 230. Two injection, 270. That's exactly where I want it all. Let's go ahead and look at the HMI and we'll see what's going on here. Alrighty, so our incoming TDS, you can see right here, the PLC is saying is, let's see if I can focus this better, 157. And after injection, I'm right at 207. And you can see up here, my injection says 50, 47, 51. What that is doing is subtracting the two values here. And this first value is my incoming TDS sensor, and the second value is my sensor after injection. And you can see it's right at about 50 TDS, which is right where I want it. If I go into my injection setting here, you can see my set point is 50 TDS. You also have gain, reset, and rate settings. That's if you need to adjust the PID for any reason. Sometimes flow rates change, or sometimes you have a thicker mineral that might need a little bit different settings, so those are all there for you. So you can see that first injection is right around 50. I'd say we're running about at 5-6 gallons a minute. You're running right about 5 plus or minus 5 TDS. You also have a speed setting there. That speed setting is the duty cycle of the peristaltic pumps. You usually want the peristaltic pumps to be about 25% to 75%. If that peristaltic pump is running 0 and shutting off, or going high and can't keep up, we need to then either adjust the gear reducer in the pump or your hosing specification. Right now I'm about 25%, that's where I want to be, because I'm adjusting only 50 TDS. You can see our second incoming TDS is going to take its data off the incoming TDS line. So these two numbers are going to be the exact same. And then in this one, I'm injecting only 20 TDS. And you can see that number is changing, and it's going to be probably plus or minus about 6 TDS as well. And then it's going to show the outgoing TDS right there. And I can click on injection 2 and just make sure that's true. So my set point is 20 TDS. That's what I want to inject of that mineral. Let's go back home. And the same thing's going to repeat for this next injection. So I'm going to read that TDS at 225. And this one I'm actually injecting 60 TDS. And you can see that TDS is right about 60 TDS. And just to confirm, let's go to injection 3. That set point is set at 60 TDS. So you can see the system is running fine. Let's go ahead and freak out the system a little bit. I am going to go ahead and change the flow rate. Say the RO membrane is messing up or something like that. What I'm going to do, I'll show you. I'm going to just go ahead and manually change this valve, and we'll shut it off just a little bit there. Maybe give it a little bit more speed. Alright, so the TDS is going to kind of go a little crazy, but the pumps are going to recover and readjust without any settings. Again, if you recall, this guy's supposed to be 50, this guy's supposed to be 20, and this guy's supposed to be 60. And I did adjust that flow rate by changing that down there. You can see we're about half open. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn that up now. Back up all the way. And you can hear the pumps are gonna ramp up a little bit here and go back up. So you can see this system is completely automatic. Everything's adjusting to make sure the right amount of mineral is injecting in real time. Just some stuff that I don't have plugged in, but your outgoing pH you're going to be able to check right here. Right now it's at 7.37, and it is reading the natural pH in the cap. This sensor always has to stay liquefied. And of course the outgoing TDS is not hooked up. So that kind of completes the overview of it.